Since I already have my interfacing laid out right here, I'm going to cut my flat collar first. Center for, this is where the fold is. Fold. Cut my flat collar interfacing first, and then I'll put this on my actual fabric, my fabric that's a sheet. Okay, remember I said on that interfacing I'm just gonna fudge it? Bloop. Don't fudge it on your actual fabric. So you gotta keep that 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to cut one more of that. That's cut 2. And then we'll come back to assemble. Here is my flat collar without the roll. That little adjustment we made to the flat collar. This is the one that it's just strictly a flat collar on your garment piece. And I'm doing the interfacing on it, fusing it. If there's any reason why you have forgotten how to work with the fusible interfacing, go back and watch the Mandarin collar video, and that will walk you through that. So there is my flat collar without the roll. Okay, now we are doing just the basic flat collar, pinning it together and stitching it. I've got my interfacing showing, so that's going to be my wrong side. We'll face that to the table. I have a fan on and it's blowing all of my pattern pieces. And then your, oh, I have the edge of the pillowcase there. Right side to right side. Don't mind these seams, that's just the pillowcase I cut into. Because I wanted to squeeze all of these onto that pillowcase. All right, you're gonna pin this guy down. You're not going to stitch the neck edge. Come up 1/2 inch. I'm leaving myself 1/2 inch to fold. Whoop, and you're gonna come in and stitch 1/2 inch all the way around. Again, don't be as sloppy as my marker line. You are going to run the edge of your fabric along the 1/2 inch mark, hash mark on your plate, your sewing plate. Mind you, just a couple pins, it helps me keep it together. All right, so go stitch your flat collar, and we will move on. Flat collar. Okay, so we'll start with the flat collar. I stitched where I drew those lines, and now we're going to attach it in a very similar way as the Mandarin collar. So right sides, I know that's my right side because my seams are in there. Right sides together. This is the right side of my neckline. You'll lay it in, find your center points. You may not be able to see it, but I can see the little poke from the last one. And then I've got a seam at this center point. So center points, line those two up, and then work your way around. But remember, if you watched the Mandarin collar video, you're not turning this one in like you did the Mandarin collar. You're only stitching though that side that's touching. So I'm pulling the top part back and pinning those two down. Pulling the top part back and pinning those two edges down. And you're gonna stitch all the way around your neck hole. And then when you're done with that, you can tuck this part in, and we're going to do a little top stitch on there. Okay? Go for it.